$5 billion. That's how much Congress cut from university overhead in the FY2026 budget. And if you're a researcher or run a university lab, this changes everything about how you'll fund your work this year. Let me explain what just happened. When universities receive federal research grants from agencies like NIH or NSF, they don't just get money for the actual research. They also get overhead, sometimes called indirect costs, to cover things like building maintenance, electricity for your lab, administrative support, and equipment upkeep. Historically, overhead rates range from 50 to 70% of the direct research costs. So a $100,000 grant might come with an additional $60,000 for overhead. Congress decided these rates were too high. The FY2026 budget caps overhead at 40% across all federal research agencies. On paper, this saves taxpayers $5 billion. But here's what they didn't do: redirect that money into more research grants. They just cut it. Period. So, what does this mean for you? 3 things. First, universities are absorbing massive shortfalls. They still have to keep the lights on, maintain biosafety labs, and pay compliance officers. Many institutions are now dipping into endowments or charging researchers fees for services that used to be covered. If you're at a smaller school without a huge endowment, you're feeling this even harder. Second, grant competition just got brutal. Agencies like the National Science Foundation and the National Institutes of Health didn't get bigger budgets to compensate. The same pool of money now has to stretch further because universities can't subsidize as much. NIH's R1 grants, which fund most academic biomedical research, are seeing acceptance rates drop below 15% in some divisions. Third, researchers are pivoting to non-federal sources. State programs, private foundations, and corporate partnerships don't always have the same overhead restrictions. For example, the Chan Zuckerberg Initiative and the Simons Foundation are seeing record applications. State-level programs like the California Institute for Regenerative Medicine are also getting slammed with proposals. Here's what you need to do right now. Diversify your funding sources. Don't put all your eggs in the NIH or NSF basket. Start looking at smaller federal programs too. USDA has research grants with June deadlines that many academics overlook. The Department of Energy's Office of Science is funding climate and materials research at $400 million this year. And this is where Granted AI comes in. We've indexed over 8,5,000 active grant opportunities, including federal, state, foundation, and corporate programs. You can filter by your research area, funding amount, and deadline. Plans start at $29 a month, which is a lot cheaper than missing a deadline or spending weeks manually searching agency websites. Bottom line, the FY2026 budget didn't make research funding easier. It made it more competitive. The researchers who thrive will be the ones who cast a wider net, move faster, and stay organized. If you found this helpful, subscribe for more grant strategy breakdowns and visit grantedeye.com to start finding opportunities today.